Okay, welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. This is part 2 of Sorry AF Martial Arts. And the reason why I titled it that is because I totally screwed up on Instagram. The dog started getting in the way. The other dog started leaving, and Instagram got like 3 videos in one show. So we're going to do this really quickly. It's probably going to be maybe 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. So, alright, let's talk about this this kick here that I'm about to do without breaking my neck. Oh, hold on. Got to put Instagram in the right area, which is censor mask. Alright, so, movies, yes. Battlefield, possibly. Have I done this in real life? Hell yes. Are you ready? Okay. So let me explain that it's actually a Captain America kick, not Superman. Because everybody's talking about the Superman punch or the Superman kick. Captain America did it first. So all of you DC comics can kick rocks. Alright. That's a 2-person strike attack. So your attacker is for a person there and there. In the air, it's highly susceptible. It's highly susceptible because you can be caught by both of them, in all honesty. If they see this attack coming, if they suspect that you're about to fly in the air and kick a guy and punch a guy at the same time, there's a good chance that this guy and this guy might, like, to get him, you know, and you're already in the air. But if you do it from the ground, you know, got 2 guys, boom, you know, you got a fighting chance of actually pulling that off. Now, let's see if you can, let's see if I can do it first, let alone see if you can do it. Let me see if I can do it. So, I'm going to try and kick either 2 times or 3 times. We're going to see. This is not going to be pretty. This is going to be sorry as fuck. Yeah. Ow. Okay, so don't do that kick, because that totally wasn't what it was supposed to be. But anyway, if you're going to do a kick where you have to have 3 assailants, so you want to always kick midsection, boom, boom, boom. That one will be more to your liking. Let me do that again. Let me go a little slower. Boom, boom, boom. My guard was completely down, so don't do that. More like this. Boom, boom, boom. My guard wasn't as down, but it was still down. So let's try it again. It's hard for me to remember to keep this right side up, because when I'm extending my leg, I'm assuming that whoever's on this side of my leg, the business end, isn't going to be able to punch me. Which, I neglected that person's size. I neglected their height. They may have good reach. So that's going to be a problem. So try to keep your guard up. So one more time. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. Now my guards were better. Because especially this one, because it was protecting my central line. This one was a little off, but it was maneuverable. Alright? So you want your guards to be maneuverable. Now, the better kick for you, if you're going to fight 3 people and you're going to catch them with kicks, would be more like this. Boom, boom, and boom. Or, if you're going to be right-footed, without the left foot until the last kick, boom, boom, boom. Alright, and this time my guards were in a great position, but not the best position. Your guards in the middle of a fight will change. Understand that. Which goes back to how you train is how you're going to fight. So, this one feels more better for me. Kick, kick, kick. Versus kick, kick, kick. Now, I do have some other kicks, you know. Guys coming. Boom, boom, boom. You know. Now, in the event that I kick this guy low, he's probably going to fall forward while I'm kicking this guy, so I need to be ready for that. In the event that I kick this guy, the reason I kicked this guy first was because he was the closest danger. But he wasn't the immediate danger, which, rule number 1, the immediate danger is that guy right there. Understand how that works. You got 4 guys. You can see these 3. Boom. That's the one you can't see. So, 4 guys. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, that looked a little bit better. So, there's your you're out. So 4 guys, wham, wham, boom, boom. I understand. And my guard was down. So if anybody's going to complain, I'll be the first to tell you, my guard was down. Try not to have your guard down at any point, at any time at a fight. Some things can't be helped. Body mechanics is a factor, you know. Again, you have 4 guys. Boom. It's the first guy. Boom. Boom. There's a guy. Boom. You have to understand what factors lead to what, which goes back to that video about elbows and knees and things, of when, where, how, why, and what to apply. You can make that your own rhyme. But you know, you have to understand all that shit, because this guy behind me will always be the most dangerous guy. Alright? These 3 here, they're minimum threats. Unless they are armed. If they are armed, I'm probably going to die. Alright? Let's keep it real. Depends on what they're armed with. Now, maybe they're not there to hurt me, maybe they're there to rob me. That being the case, give them your wallet. You're no match for a bullet. They have knives. You're no match for a knife. Not in reality. I mean, I was trained how to knife fight when I started taking Taekwondo. And we used the rubber dies with the lipstick. Gis were painted. I was never painted because I learned one thing from a Green Beret. You got to watch the shoulder and you got to watch that wrist. You will focus on that knife before you focus on anything else, because that knife is dangerous. So your eyes, everything's going to be tunnel vision on that knife. And if you don't think that's going to happen, I will be the first one to tell you, yes it is. Alright? This has got a knife. He has a knife. And let's say he doesn't have a knife, he has a gun. Alright? Here's where taking a gun from you, what you see in TV versus real life, comes into factor. In real life, under no fucking circumstances would I ever tell anybody to be zen and try to take that shit. One twitching, you're probably going to get shot. Person robbing you with the gun is just as scared of you and that gun than he is of anything else. He's scared you're going to be able to identify. He's scared that if you do something stupid, he's going to fuck up and shoot you. Which is probably going to happen because he's scared. He's probably robbing you because he's desperate. He's probably robbing you because he's hungry. There's a reason why he's robbing you. The number one reason is that he can't get a job. Or he's too lazy to get a job. Or he's exceptionally desperate and he can't get a job no matter what he does. So he decided to, instead of trying and trying and trying some more, and he's got people riding his ass, that he's just going to go out and rob people. Which is not going to help him in the long run, because if he robs somebody, he's going to go to jail. Which means he's not going to get a job. Maybe he's already been to jail, which is why he can't get a job. There's lots of reasons why people do that shit. So you have to understand. They got a gun on you. If he's from where I am to that door, he's got me dead to rights. Because he has time to aim, clock, and shoot. Now if he is right here, I got a fighting chance. Do I recommend you taking that fighting chance? Hell no. Because what you see on TV isn't real. Especially when they tell you clop the wrist, because the gun's supposed to point away from you, not towards you. Now if you're going to clop the wrist and you step out here, you got a fighting chance. But if you're going to clop the wrist and the gun's right here, he twitches, you lost your life. Give him what he wants. Don't try to be a hero. It's really a smart move to just give him what he wants. He wants a wallet, give him your wallet. You know, you don't have a wallet, explain to him, yo, I don't have any money on me. I don't have any cash, I never carry cash, I don't even have credit cards. I was just walking down the street. You know, I'm walking my dog. I have no need to carry money when I'm walking my dog. Most stores don't allow dogs inside there if they're not a service dog certified. So, therefore, go rob somebody else. You know, 9 times out of 10, that's not going to happen. This guy's going to hound you until you have money. If you don't have money, you might get shot. It's time for you to accept that. It's the same thing with dealing with a knife. There's a chance you're going to get cut. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's a chance you're going to get cut. Even military people like myself will tell you, you know, you don't want to try to do something stupid. You know, give me your wallet. You know, yeah, I know martial arts. Yeah, you know martial arts. But if you think he's going to honorably throw that knife down and square up with you, hell no. He's got the advantage. He has a knife. He has a gun. He's going to try to take your life if you're not careful. Your money's not worth that shit. Give him your money. Give him your debit cards if you're carrying them. You can cancel them. And plus with me, I don't keep all my shit in the same place. My debit cards are in here. There's just one problem. I don't know the codes. I know the codes are in my wallet, which if I'm not driving my car, I don't carry my wallet. My wallet doesn't have cash in it. But if I have to go get cash, I go use my debit card and go to an ATM. But I generally do that a couple of days in advance before I have to go spend money. I'll go get the money, so when I get the money, I can go spend the money. Hopefully that will make some sense to y'all. Now, back to action. Now, your legs are longer than your hands. So, a lot of knife training does teach you that you can kick the wrist. But the hand is quicker than the eye. Understand? The hand is quicker than the eye. I don't have any filters, so I can't speed myself up. I don't need to speed myself up. I'm fairly fast. Boom, 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 boom. Understand? And that was just trapping hands, in case you guys didn't catch that. So, or pushing hands. Now, kicks and punches, knowing when to use them, knowing how to use them, knowing why to use them, knowing when to apply them, how to apply them, why you are applying them is very, very important. Zip it, dog. And you'll need to know this as time goes on. As a martial artist, first and foremost, let me explain this to you, because a lot of martial artists aren't going to explain this to you when you go to their schools. Untraining a brain is damn near impossible. It's not impossible completely, but it's damn near impossible. So if I'm going to teach you Kung Fu and you know Karate and Taekwondo, again, whatever level you are on, let's say you only took it for a day, I can work with that. But if you took it for like years, I can't tell you that that's wrong. Understand? Because I do that exact same kick from Taekwondo. I didn't used to do that kick until I took Taekwondo, and now my body won't let me undo that kick. Does that make sense to you? This elbow, boom, it's a back elbow. One here, one there. You know, I can't untrain that shit. I can't cut it off. So how in the hell am I supposed to expect you to untrain and cut that shit off? When you go to a dojo and you've had some martial art experience, but you don't have a belt, and the head of the show is running the belt, it's a black belt, and he's telling you, well, you're going to start here day one, I'm going to give you a white belt, because all white belts is the first belt you get when you start in most martial arts. You know, all I can tell you is, okay, but if you're putting me in a white belt class, it needs to be an advanced class. You can't put me in a white belt class, day one, class one, because I've had martial art training. And white belts who have never been in a fight, I'm probably going to murder them. Looks like I'm getting a text. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I'm getting a text or something. I don't know what that is. I'll check it out later. Anyway, I'm sorry for that close-up, y'all. So, you know, day one, class one, if I've been taking Taekwondo for 10 years, and I've never earned a belt, but I know how to fight, and you're going to put me back in there to do this, now do Tosan. Now do Tangu. Shh. Not gonna happen. Alright? But if you say, let's have a sparring match and see what you can do. So I have a sparring match and they put me up with someone who's like a 7th degree white belt, or a 1st degree yellow belt, or a 5th degree green belt, or a 3rd degree black belt. And I win. Should I not be having those belts? Of course I should. Which means the teacher should have been teaching me from the level that I am on versus making me start at level 1, day 1. Because I can tell you right now, if you learn any martial arts, your experience should roll over. Right? You know, like your minutes that roll over when you don't use them. Your experience in martial arts should be the same way. You know, the belt system is bullshit. I mean, honestly, truly, to God, it's bullshit, and no one's going to agree with me on that, but the belt system is bullshit. I don't believe that a belt makes you a great fighter. Alright? It may make you a great fighter in the dojo. It may give you status in the dojo. But on the streets, that shit means nothing. When you leave that dojo, you left that 30% that works with you, while that 70% that doesn't work is still there. Because it works in the dojo. And why does it work in the dojo? Because you have this thing called rules. R-U-L-E-S, rules. Rule number 1, no hitting below the belt. We're in the dojo. Rule number 2, no hitting below the belt. We're in the dojo. Rule number 3, no thumb to the eyes. No eye gouging. No ripping off people's noses, ears. No punching them in the throat. Rule number 3. I just did rule number 3. Rule number 4. Repeat rule number 1, 2, and 3. Rule number 5. I am the teacher, I am in charge. What I says go, even if you're right, you're wrong, because I am the teacher. That doesn't sound like a good rule. How about rule number 1 be first and foremost, respect. Respect you and the art that you had before you came into my dojo. But you're going to tell me your art when I ask you an honest question, how much martial arts have you had? Now, if you say, I've never done martial arts, but you have done martial arts and you're setting me up so that you can try to whoop my ass, I'm not going to be held responsible for destroying your shit. Don't do that. Be honest when you walk through the door, or they're going to find you on the fucking floor. That's just my policy. Don't come in my dojo thinking that you're just going to beat my ass because, oh, I have a black belt in MMA. I have a black belt in BJJ. 2 things you got going wrong there. I don't give a shit about your belt. You got a belt. I do too. And if you're wearing that shit, something that I learned from watching Ken Shamrock get robbed by the Gracies, I'm going to take that belt off of you. And I'm going to wrap that bitch around your neck. And we're going to see how good your black belt is when you're turning black and blue. Understand that a belt is made to hold up your pants, and it's a ranking system that needs to be checked. Which goes back to, I got kicked out of a few dojos. I'm going to give you this small story. I'm going to give you this small story because it's a true story. And I'm going to give you this small story because of the simple fact that there are a ton of people wearing black belts. Fuck ton of them. You know, I don't have one. Does that make me any less a fighter? Does that make me any less great? Well, it does to them. Well, here's the facts. I've beaten black belts, and I don't have one. I don't need one. A true fighter is a true fighter. This bitch here just holds up my pants. If I can get a hold of your belt while you're wearing it, somebody didn't teach you something. If I can get hold of your belt, get it off your gi, and get it around your neck while you're attempting to chop, chop, chop my ass, somebody didn't teach you something. It's called reality. Alright? I'm pissing off a lot of martial artists with this video. I don't give a shit. Here's reality. I went to the inner stairway. I lost money I couldn't afford to pay anymore. Master Sifu Jim Ennis, before he passed, God rest his soul, asked me what would I do to improve your dojo. I said it's really quite simple. I only have one suggestion to improve your dojo. Let us fight for our belts. Let us earn that shit the Chinese and the Japanese way. Let us fight for our belts. Because anybody, bah, break a board, got a black belt. Ha, bah, break a brick, broke my hand, got that black belt. Go out in the street and try that shit. Oh, ha, broke a brick up against the wall. What you got? We still can fight. You also generally just broke your fucking hand. That means you have 3 weapons and I've got 4. I still got my right foot, my left foot, my right and left hands. I also got some elbows and some knees. And what do you got? You broke a brick and possibly your hand. Brick breaking and board breaking, I think is bullshit. I'll be the first to say it. No martial artist is going to like me for that, and that's fine. That's your God-honest given right. Brick breaking and board breaking got nothing to do with martial arts. That's just some bullshit that Americans came up with. Hey, I'm going to say it. I'm 47. I know. Trust me, that's some bullshit that Americans came up with. Like, test your might and all that shit. You know? Bricks can't hit back. Neither can boards. It's one of Bruce Lee's philosophies. Boards and bricks can't hit back. That doesn't make you a great fighter. It just makes you strong. Yeah, you broke a brick. That's some awesome ass shit. You broke a board. That's some awesome ass shit. I went to another dojo before I get off track. I went to a dojo around here known as the Seven Tigers. They told me I was too hardcore. They said fighting for your belts is hardcore. So, they wouldn't let me join their school. I went to the International Black Belt Center, not once but twice. First time I went to try to be a student. I asked them if I could fight for a black belt and they told me get out. Second time I went there, new management, still same assholes. I wanted to film this movie called Fallen Dragons in which I star in. I wanted to get martial artists to be in my movie because it's a hell of a lot easier to train a martial artist to act than it is to train an actor to become a martial artist, especially if it's not something that they've been into since they were children like myself. So, again, they kicked me out. So I asked you all who are taking martial arts, I asked all of you black belts, I asked all of you UFC fighters and shit, what's better? Breaking a brick and earning a black belt, breaking a board and earning a black belt, or actually knowing that everything you've learned fucking works and earning your black belt. And knowing what you can use to get that black belt and what you can use to possibly concede the fact that, hell yeah, you can fight, versus, ha, broke that brick, ha, broke that board. Oh, we got a choreographed fight scene. Alright, so here we go. Boom, 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 yeah! Okay, well, it's a choreographed fight scene. So what does that prove? It proves that I can kick. It proves that I can maneuver. It proves that, you know, I can do some shit. But the reality is, you just seen me do all that shit. When the hell do you think someone's gonna give me the chance in a fight? Boom! They're gonna be wanting to do the same shit. You watch some of my movies, you'll see me and Jay Diz. We did Dragon's Breath. We did a fight scene where we matched each other's move for moves. We fought at a pillar at a Coliseum over here at the university when I was much younger and more healthier. And you see us doing this shit. And we worked that whole shit out before we even filmed it. You know, because I was teaching him as we were making the movie. Because he's been under my tutelage for a while before we got into the movie. Before we even did movies, I was teaching them how to do martial arts in the back. Him and his brother CLS. Shout out to CLS and J Diz and Drinking Plate. But the fact of the matter is, reality, you're not going to get a lot of chance to pull off black belt level shit. UFC people will tell you, it's better to know that your shit actually works than to worry about what the fuck your belt ranking is. Because when you get out in these streets, no one's going to give a fuck that you spent 7 years and you got a black belt. No one's going to give a fuck that you're a first degree black belt or that you can maneuver a hula hoop in iron rings. No one's going to give a shit. Because you're going to get 2 chances in a fight. The first chance, oh God. Tell me you didn't shit. Okay, you didn't shit, but you farted or something. And if it's not you, then it's you. Okay. I got to finish this up really quickly. One of the dogs has some really bad gas, which means I'm going to have to take one of them out and try not to step on another pile of crap. So I'm finish this up real quickly. Okay. I don't even remember where I was at, but bottom line is simple. You're going to get 2 chances in a fight. You're going to get a chance to walk away, then you're going to get a chance to survive. Alright? The best option was walking away. Because if a person gives you a chance to walk away, don't let your pride put someone's foot where your mouth be at. Or their fist. You know, like Wild Wild West song. Hold your tongue, don't let your lip react. You don't want to see my foot where your face be at. You know, or in Will Smith's case, where my hand be at. You don't want to see my hand where my hip be at. It's the exact word. But for me, because I'm a martial artist, swallow your pride, don't let your lip react. You don't want to see my foot where your face be at. You know. So, thank you, Will Smith, for that. But, you know, you get 2 chances in a fight. You get the chance to walk away, and you get the chance to fight. If you are a 7th, 8th, 9th, 13th degree Dan black belt, but you have never been in a fight, not sparring in the dojo, but literally out of the dojo in a fight, you may come across that one person who's got no martial arts skills whatsoever. I think something bit me in the leg. There's no martial arts skills whatsoever. And they very well may whoop your ass. Sorry, something is in my pants. Yeah, I don't know what the hell it is. Okay, piece of lint. Sorry, I have to take care of this leg. You know, very much so. So, don't worry, I wasn't naked. But yeah, you get 1 or 2 chances in a fight. And if you don't know how to fight, you have 2 ways of learning. The easy way or the hard way. Alright? I haven't been in a fight since I've been in my 30s. I have been very blessed outside of that one time where I got tagged in the face by some asshole who my cousin stole their car and my dumb ass was driving it. And then I wound up in handcuffs. So you came in late because I got to give it a hair in this because one or both of these pit bulls have let some really bad gas and I'm going to take their asses outside and try to step on another pile of shit. Bottom line before I go. If you take the chance to walk away, there's nothing wrong with that. You were man enough to walk away or woman enough to walk away. If you take the chance to fight, there's nothing wrong with that. But hopefully you're only going to fight because it was your only option. Yeah, if it wasn't your only option, walk the hell away. There's no shame in walking away from a fight. However, you know, sometimes you don't get that option. When you don't get that option to walk away, then you do what you got to do. I got to go. I think this guy's about to crap on himself. Be seeing you.